Okay, live go.
Well, good morning and welcome to our Godly Place story. Last week we looked at the story of creation, and we're following along through the book of Genesis chronologically. So today we hear the story of the ark and the flood. When God had created everything, God said, "It is very good." But then people began to do bad things. And God decided to send a great flood of water to wash the earth and make it clean again. But then God saw one good family. The father was Noah. The mother was Naamah. And Noah and Naamah had 3 sons, and each one of their sons had a wife. Now Noah walked with God, and God came so close to Noah, and Noah felt so close to God that Noah knew what God wanted him and his family to do. God wanted them to build a big boat, an ark. And so Noah and Naamah and their families began to build the ark. As they were building, the animals began to come from the 4 corners of the earth. They came 2 by 2. Now when all the animals and Noah and Naamah and their family were on the ark, it began to rain. The waters came down from above and up from the earth. At first, it was like any other rain. But then the puddles began to join together. It rained and it rained. And soon, when the creatures on the ark looked out, all they could see was water. It rained for 40 days and 40 nights. But God did not forget the creatures on the ark. God sent a great wind to dry up the water. Noah took a dove and sent the dove out. And the dove flew and flew and flew and then came back. There was still nothing but water everywhere. After 7 days, Noah sent out the dove again. And it flew and flew. But this time, when it came back, it had a branch of a fresh olive tree in its mouth. Somewhere, there were green and growing things again. After 7 days, Noah sent out the dove again, and it flew and it flew, but it did not come back. It made itself a nest somewhere there was dry land. And finally, the ark came to rest on the dry land. Well, the animals and Naamah and Noah were so happy to be back on dry land again that they just had to pray to God to say thank you. And so they built an altar. And they said their prayers. And suddenly in the sky, there was a great bow. We can still see a bow like that today. It happens when it's raining and the sun shines. Today we call it a rainbow. And that rainbow was a sign from God that God would never send such a flood again. The animals returned to the 4 directions, the 4 corners of the earth. To fill the earth with life again. Now, I wonder what part of this story you liked the best. you might want to have that discussion with whoever you're watching this video with. I wonder what part of the story you like the best. And I wonder what part of the story is the most important part. It might be the part you like the best, but sometimes it could be different. I wonder if there's any part of this story that we could take out and still have all the story that we need. And I wonder where you are in this story, or what in this story is about you. Those are our wondering questions. I wonder what part you like the best. I wonder what part you think is the most important part. I wonder if there's any part we could take out and still have all we need. And I wonder where you are in the story, or what in the story is about you. Well, thank you for joining me today. Church will be starting at 10:30 in about 20 minutes, so we hope you either show up as you can today or join us as we live stream our service. Have a good day.